hello, the first thing you get to hear is me pulling out a tissue from my Kleenex box. Wow, isn't that fun? Okay, so I will bring up chat in a second. This room is very hot and I have the door shut because someone is watching TV, like, in the other room. So it's a little scuffed as usual. We know this by now. I will hop right into things, but I just want to pull this up first. Okay, cool. I'm not sure, but because I'm trying to go like super quick on this drawing, we might switch to like just whatever Spotify playlist I feel like putting on and not save the VODs. But we'll kind of see. Yesterday I was trying my best to avoid hands, so today we're gonna start with hands and arms. I'm gonna turn off this hair layer here, and okay, we're on the dry ink brush, so we're good there. I did test these to kind of make sure they would work. Might be too much knuckle, but we'll navigate. As usual, I realize as I go to draw my hands, I don't know how to draw hands. Okay. Here's me completely changing the shape of the hand that I drew. Okay. And then the problem is the palm actually does need to be like flush to the face. So whether I need to make that line extra chunky or move it forward, we'll find out. But we don't have drawing assist on. Okay. Starting over. Alright. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start with this finger this time. Maybe turn off the bangs as well. Ah, how did I get to the eraser? Okay, there we go. See, now they kind of look like little feet though. So I don't like that. This is why I didn't want to draw them yesterday. Maybe if I just draw the palm. I really could have navigated this more carefully in the sketch, I think, but I so rarely do that. Let me turn our sketch off for a second. Ah, okay, I don't need to turn that part of the sketch off. Just this one. Okay, it's coming along. I think I'll put the fingers on a different layer. Make sure I actually have drawing assist on. I wonder if I could curve that line in just a little more. bring this one up here. Okay. I'm gonna poke this finger up and then have like a little long line sort of in here and erase maybe. I'm already thinking that looks off. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's close. I kind of feel like what I might need to do is just make this thicker. So I'm going to erase here. Then just kind of rejoin all that. Okay, you can make that edge a little thinner. Welcome to drawing hands. Okay. Now I want to go onto this side and oops. I think if I make it a little chunkier, maybe erase. How does that look? I like that. I think that works. I just need to fix the line now. Okay, and there are a couple little, and then also, I'm going to duplicate this and go right in. Okay. So now probably what I can do is something like this, maybe. It's not quite right. There's something about what I'm doing that looks wrong. So I need to figure out why that is. And make it look right. Okay. That almost helped, but not quite. Okay, maybe I leave those for now and work on the elbows. I can get rid of that. And then I can maybe kind of navigate from there. This might be tricky. Okay, make sure I have drawing assist on. And then I can go ahead and just make an attempt to go over my lines, but these are pretty bad sketch lines, truthfully. I don't know that they'll really truly be very helpful. Because now we've made little tiny twigs that also aren't helpful. That's the shoulder back there. Okay. What I'll do is I'll fill in the shoulder. That's actually a useful part of the sketch. That's probably fine. And then I'll throw another drawing assisted layer on. This should go into a wrist. That, we'll see, okay. Maybe the problem is that it should be more like here. I think so. I think that might be the problem. Okay, let me just, I know that's super sloppy, but let me just kind of check. Okay, that's not bad. I just need to clean it up. Maybe the sketch was fine after all. Okay. Like sometimes you just need to trust the work you put in, and other times it truly is bad and you do need to fix it. Okay. Let me see. Okay, and down there might be a bit trickier, but we can figure it out. I'm not going to start there though, because I'll get lost. I'm hoping we don't need that little curve. Try that and then try erasing this little extra line. Okay. And then I can go ahead and connect the shoulder line there. Okay. That doesn't look too horrific. And I'll pop these back on and then just check how that looks. That's okay. Now we can move on to the lower body, because I didn't want to do it before without the arms on. Okay. Then I think I'll maybe kind of keep these, even if it's just as like a kind of like clothing wrinkle or something. It might look a little odd. Let's check. Okay, that doesn't quite work. To keep all of it, I think it'll work like that. Now if I can just kind of scribble in the rest of this here. I should maybe toggle off the long hair just to make sure I'm getting this relatively even. Okay, that's a little too thick. And all we have to do is go like that down there. Okay, and Oops. There we go. Okay. Just check there. I want to thicken these lines just a little. Okay. I think we'll just make the outer line thicker here. Oops. Can shave that down a little. And right there too. Okay. Kind of like some variation in the lines. So maybe I'll put a little more up here. And maybe like right there. Okay. I'll turn this back on. I'm gonna put a little detail layer that I can use like right here. Oops. Sometimes my brush doesn't quite hit. That might actually be, it should be the opposite, thick on top, thin on bottom. I'll turn it off and see. That's probably fine. I'll do it where I switch it around and see if it's better the other way. Also probably should be a bit more curved if it's going around the body like that, instead of just like so straight. Okay, I think that's a little better. And now we'll go back to the main part of the dress here, and we'll fill in this top line here. Okay, and we can put the ruffles up here with the little details. Oops. Like, I don't need them to look too detailed, I just need them to look okay. Something like that is fine. And then we'll do, well, I guess we should check it. Maybe I could do another layer of them. We'll kind of go in here and see if that would bring anything to the table. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it, so I'll leave the layer, but I will probably end up getting rid of it. Maybe just at the center. Let's see. If I close that off there. Yeah. Okay, I think I'll keep that. And then, well, I'll clean it up just a tiny bit. From the correct layer. My eraser just doesn't seem to like me. Must be the pen nib. Might actually just be time to try getting a new pen nib. do the lower body. I learned from my last drawing where I did a pose like this that it's really not worth it to outline this part in here, because I like it better when it's erased, so that being said, I probably will, just to kind of get the right shape there. I'll just erase it real quick. Okay. Now we can do our boots. I think I'll go around there like that. Okay. It's like, is this a different layer, or did I do the same one? What did I do? Okay. So I'll do this line a bit higher than maybe it seems like it should be, but I'm gonna put a very thin kind of like line to be like a little detail sort of thing. Okay. I might have to come back with a smaller brush. We'll see. Okay, let's check that. Yeah, I think I'll want to go in with a smaller brush there. So I'm gonna just take that out, and I will try my best to remember that I want to do that. Okay. Now let's go back with our tiny brush and put this like that. Bring it down and bring it down, and then I think I might also kind of bring that up there. It already looks weird. Okay, I have a feeling we'll have to do some work on the legs. I don't know, maybe not. Okay. Temporarily, I'm gonna put this line in. I don't really want to keep it, but I think it'll help with, oh, that's my eraser, the shading. That's too big. That's the one thing about changing my brush size. Is it's hard to find exactly what I was using before, but whatever, we'll deal with it. Okay, I think there should also be one here, just to make that perfectly even and aligned with the dress. Okay, I think that's our outline done. Unless I want to add like, okay, give me a sketch layer really quick. I'm just gonna want to see if there's like any kind of like fun, like little thing we could add. Like a little like ring or something maybe. Doesn't quite look like an apple. And I don't know. I feel like it's just, like, it's not horrifically plain or anything, but I do feel like it could have, you know, more and be like kind of more fun. It's okay, but I feel like I need to stick more to the like bakery theme. So maybe like, I don't know, a slap bracelet, but it's kind of made out of those like little folds you make with like the fork at the edge of the pie or something. Oh, it doesn't look as cute. I don't know, I guess we'll leave it alone and then I can add that stuff in at a different time if it's looking really plain at the end of the drawing. Okay. Now there is a spot of hair that is not meeting up with our shoulder. So let me go back to the hair layer and fix that really quick. There we go. And over here too. And then right here. Okay. And then the ears don't quite meet, so I'll need to fix those. I just gotta figure out what layer they're on. Here they are. That's not quite them, is it? Must be, here. Okay. And then we'll navigate erasing in just a second. I'm gonna put you on a BRB screen for a couple seconds, and I'm just gonna quickly duplicate the canvas. And we're back. Okay. Now I'll do some erasing. So I'm going to start with the ears where they're under the bangs. Okay. And then we will go to the bangs where they're under the hair clips. And there's a tiny bit of back hair that's under some hair clips too. Okay. Now, I think what I want to do, I'm gonna duplicate the layer just in case. I'm also gonna quickly delete these sketch layers because we don't need them anymore. I think I want the hands in front of the back hair, but behind the bangs. So I will also delete that, merge these, and on that merged layer, erase. And also, that's a little bit of face, isn't it? Okay. So we'll go to the face layer and erase in here. There is a tiny bit of hand there still that I'll go get. Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay. I think that looks okay. And then what else do we need to do here? Actually, don't. Oh, there's a tiny bit of face right at the very bottom. And then I think there's also a tiny bit of bang. Let me check. Is it better to do... Sometimes it looks better if you erase, the eyelashes going into the hair. And other times it looks better if you erase the hair going into the eyelashes. I think I'll probably save that for like final touches at the very end. I don't know that I necessarily want to bother cleaning up this wrist. It's probably just fine, but I'll do just a tiny bit. I think that made it too dark, so I should just leave it alone. Okay. Hey, Janky. I'm gonna go... Oh, actually, there's a little spot where there's some skirt poking through hair down here. How's your day going? And then, okay. Now I think we can duplicate the canvas again and I can start color. Okay. Okay, we are going back to our live screen. And I'll go ahead and get rid of anything we don't need and then merge all of our line art. Okay. Now we have to decide on a skin tone. I almost kind of want to go with like a darker skin tone just because I never do dark skin tones or like anything darker than, you know, blue. I think I could probably start with this as a base. I'm just gonna quickly map out like some skin here, just some colors that I can use. Okay, let's try. This is probably gonna put me in too dark of a territory if I do that. So let me put this color underneath it really quick, and then I can duplicate that, hide it, blend them together. Come on, baby, you gotta blend. Okay, then I can get a mid-tone that's not as like harsh. Okay, delete that. Delete that. That might still be a bit. Let me go up here, take that as my mid-tone. See how it looks. That's better. Okay. I think that'll be our skin palette maybe. And then I can do like, if that's kind of our like skin, I think I could maybe do some like golden yellows sort of. This might be too light. Like that for like accessories, well, I don't know. I do want that on there. I do like that set of colors. And then I'm kind of thinking like a bright red and bright green for like apples and stuff. And maybe kind of like a pinky, maybe not that pinky, but like I want some sort of like pinkish or yellowish sort of like almost flesh tone to be like, here's our like appley center, like maybe on the ruffles. I don't know, we'll navigate. Maybe that can be part of that yellow. Okay. This is just gonna be my little color guide. Okay. I'm not too sure about where I'm putting these colors. I'm just gonna put them places, so we'll find out where they're going. Other than the skin tone, I suppose. I gotta erase that little dot there. Put this on assist so that it's easier for me. Okay. I'll just fill this in kind of sloppily, I think. Are here. Gotta make sure that I color those. And I should make sure that I'm inside the lines. Like as much as possible. This doesn't matter as much because the skin tone will be under everything. But probably good to just kind of not venture out too far. Okay. There we go. And I'll just, well actually, that whole little section needs to be erased. I don't know why I colored it. Okay. There we go. And we'll just go in there, and then back around here. The only other place I should need to fill in before I go clean up my edges is going to be the little section of leg. And we'll just clean this up. Okay. Just like that. I'll use just a little bit of a bigger brush so we can go a tiny bit faster. Okay, I see a tiny gap. So I'll fill it with a huge brush. Okay. There we go. And we'll just go right in there. And then right around here. And I'll just leave that big chunk alone because it's going to be covered by hair, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. So now we've got her skin tone on. I almost want to try doing like a light yellow for the dress so that all the accents can be like the little like apple colors. If it doesn't work out, we'll figure it out. Okay. Oh, I actually forgot a couple areas of skin tone, so I'll fix that. Let me do that really quick before I forget. Go back to here. Just steal our skin tone color. Maybe put it on teeny tiny eraser. Then we can also fix this little gap. Okay, this eraser might be too teeny tiny. I'm also gonna turn this guy down. I don't know if you guys are also very tired today, but today, as usual, I am very tired. I was like, oh, I'll sleep, and then I'll sleep some more. And then I mostly just ended up laying there and not sleeping. Okay. There we go. That's better. And now we can go back to, oops, I didn't mean to erase that, our little yellow. And I can actually use the fill tool. Finally, fill tool. Ooh, that's tough, but it's good that you're able to like force yourself to do it. I remember like procrastinating so hard that I was forcing myself to write my papers like right before class, but you really aren't able to do that in like college. Okay. I'm going to use this layer for our reds. And I'm also gonna really sincerely hope that by using this like color combination of like red and green and light yellow, it doesn't just straight up go like Christmas. Okay. Now I have to remove drawing assist. Okay. I think I'll try using the fill tool again. And I also want to make this apple up here red. I think I'll make the leaves like a darker green than the apple green, just for like at least minimal variation. Okay, and I'm not sure. I almost want to make the eyes like red and green too, but that might be going too far. We should be on a different layer for green here. Oops. Take that little dot out so that we can maybe successfully use the fill tool. Okay, and back here. I do see the little lines now that it creates. I'll have to fix all of those. That's not a big deal. You can see them over here too. I'll just quickly get those while I'm thinking about it. That is the one thing I hate about the fill tool. These little lines. I think I got them all. Didn't use it there, but I did use it over here. Let me just go around and fill those in. It's probably really hard to see on your monitors or phone screens. But I can see it. Okay. Now we can go in with our green. Oops. Ah. Let me drag it. Thank you. Sometimes the color selection tool just is not my friend, doesn't like me. But other times we get along pretty swimmingly. I don't know if that's a word I can use in that format, but I'm trying. Okay. I think I'll just fill this one in myself. Okay. And then we just need to fill in our little lines. Oh, how'd you get there? There's this little weird line on this layer. Okay, I put assist on for those because we can just have it on both sides and it'll be easy for us. And I think I'll try to put like some kind of texture on here, like little blurred dots or something, to kind of make it look more like apple skin. But that will be later. Okay. So far, I like that. I like the asymmetry of the color. dark green for our leaves, or well, maybe this green. It's kind of like off, sort of. No, I don't know. I kind of like it. I think it's something that a lot could be done with, and I can always change it. Okay, so that filled in over there too. And then we just need to fill in the rest of our little guys. That'll be easy. If I can use a correct brush size or technique. Okay. There we go. Oh, hey, welcome back. Today we are doing this. I have like a collab that I signed up for to be part of on Instagram a couple months ago, where we all took a dessert and personified it, and I chose apple pie, so we're doing a little apple pie girl. Okay. Actually, I almost wonder if I shouldn't make these leaves. Yep, new things, finally. Like golden instead of... I can leave the ones on the apple green. But I think these ones should be... Oh, we're still on the fill tool. God damn it. Okay. Freehand, take it off, color fill. I'm just going to take these guys and copy and paste them. And then I'm going to erase them from here because I think I want them to be a different color. Apple pie is so good. I have one on my kitchen counter, and it's even better with cinnamon ice cream. Okay, I'll try this. We'll do a select and then make these gold like they're from the pie crust. And then in that same vein, maybe I can make this more golden. We'll see. Okay. Let's throw that down there. And oh, that's kind of cute. And then I'll put we'll go back to our green layer for a second here. I'm going to take it off assist, and I'm going to make this boot top green. And then the tiny bit peeking out, I'm going to make the same color as the dress. We went outside the lines. Oh no. Okay. Big eraser. Okay. Now we'll do the red. I'll just, let me have my selection tool, please. I'm begging. Okay, there it is. That's a little small. Sometimes Procreate is just like, hey, so you can't have that. You can't have the selection tool. Not today. There we go. And just get in there and over here. I really probably could have used the fill tool and it would have gone faster over here, but you know what? I have a very rocky relationship with the fill tool, as we all know. Okay. And then I think... Hey, Procreate, let me click. Thank you. Okay. Oh my goodness. Just really... Let me try fixing the pen nib and repositioning my iPad, but there we go. Sometimes it just like really does not want to function. Okay, I'll just go under here. Make them look like little apples. Well, like as best I can. And I'm not sure if I want to make the whole like boot color like this. I don't quite like that. I almost want to make both her boots red, because otherwise I feel like it's like a little too gestury. Okay, let me take the green off, take the red and put the red on. I feel like normally you make a pie with like Granny Smith apples, which are the green ones, or just like, you know, some other sour apple, but I also will, like, I don't really make pies, but I make, like, apple crisp, because pie crust is, I don't like making it. It's hard. But when I make an apple crisp, I'll just make it with whatever apples are in the fridge and have been in the fridge for too long. So, I don't know. It all tastes the same, right? At the end of the day, because you just pour, like, brown sugar and spices over it. That's the other thing. Some people make like apple crisp or like apple pie with like white sugar, which you're really, I think you're supposed to, but I'm like, I'll use brown sugar because it makes it more like caramely. Okay, I don't know. I don't know which one I liked better. I think I'll leave it like this. The other thing I suppose I could try is, let me make it like the gold. I will throw on the assist here, and I'll actually go on to this side since I didn't start with the assist on. Oops. Just gonna lower that. Okay. to finished with the third color we've tried on these. Yeah, okay, I think that looks good, and then we can bring the light yellow down. I think. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks okay. And then for hair, I'm kind of thinking we'll use the like I almost kind of want to go with like the yellows I use for like gold when I shade that. I think that could be fun, and then maybe put like red and green in the bangs. Let me see how that looks. I should put this under the hair clips. Oh, actually, it should probably be under there too. All I draw is blonde, so I have to make this one not the same blonde as the rest of the blondes. Okay. I can probably just kind of go like that, I suppose. Fill those in. I was trying to avoid the stem, but it'll get filled in later, so it doesn't really matter that much. Also feels very nice to work with some very like light bright colors. That way I don't have to color black. I don't like shading black, it's awful. Okay. Also look at her vibes, like they're immaculate. My other characters are like weird, probably gonna murder you in your sleep. This one, she's just having a good time. Okay. Just fill that in, and we'll go in with our little trusty eraser friend. And we'll do the same thing on the lower lashes here. Could always make these darker or lighter or whatever, but for now, they're good. Ooh. Listen, I love pink characters. Pink characters using lots of pink. It's just so fun. When I started sketching this, I thought she would be a pink girl, but then I remembered I had to do this, and I was like, oh, okay, well, it'll work for that. I do want to draw like a chainsaw or axe wielding pink character at some point. I think that would be super fun. I'm excited to see your pink girl or guy. Or art piece. I could. Maybe that's what I'll do after this, is like just like a little pink murderer for Halloween. That's a good idea to do that for Halloween. Okay. And now we just have to do the long part. So fun. Okay. Just why that? Okay. Now we'll just fill in this section really quick. That way we don't have to do it later. I see a spot where I made a mistake already. I mean, we'll face it, like, there are lots of them, but, you know, I don't like seeing it. My computer is trying to take flight again. just need to get down in there. We're so close to being done with the hair. That'll be really nice. Yay! Look at that. Okay. Now we just have to put some color on the mouth and some color on the eyes, and we should be done with our flats. Okay. So, for mouth, usually use this. Oops. I think probably we'll just kind of shove most of this. Well, we'll do the mouth color on a separate layer here. But I can do the white for the teeth and the white for the eyes on a layer that's all the same. This should work. I'm going to do a big brush here, and then I'll erase. Come on, Hibbly. It's like I want it to touch here, but not here, which is hard because I didn't align them super great. We'll blend that out so it won't be such a huge deal that it's kind of uneven. And then I'll round that up a little. Okay, now we just need to put in our eye colors and maybe some like different colors on the bangs. Oh wait, I forgot about the teeth. I lied. We have more to do. Come on, teeth. There we go. Okay. The layer looks so funny. Okay. Now for real. I'm gonna try this. I'm probably not gonna like it, but we'll see. I kind of think like the tan skin, yellow eyes combo could be cool. Yeah, that's a little much. Let's kick that layer out. I think we'll go with this palette. Okay. I might change those to green. What happens if I just do that now? Wait, I need this. Okay. I don't know. I kind of wanna. I suppose what I could do is, let's see, something a bit like that, where it's just like a mix of colors. That could be cool. A yellow-green gradient. Okay, I think that's probably what I'll do. And now I said I would mess around with the bangs, so give me a second on there. little chunk of green. Then a little chunk of red. Okay, I think that looks pretty cute. I think I'll polish that up and keep it. We'll probably put them on separate layers to everything. So I'll make one for the green and one for the red. I think I want to take and go from there. It's gonna follow that line over to there. Okay. I don't really want it to go out that far. I go, okay, that's better. I think that's about where I want it. I'm just gonna put the drawing assist on for this little bit so that I can get an idea of where the line should be on the other side too. That way no issues arise from asymmetry. I don't want to do this again, it'll be annoying. And it for sure won't match. Okay. That should be good enough. Okay. So let me just get that perfectly matching. Should be good. Okay. Now I'll delete, oops, not duplicate, delete that one. Duplicate this. Remove it from assist. Select, and I'm using this red, so I'll just scribble that in there, and then we'll get rid of the green. Okay, and then I'm going to remove this from assist. Oops, we missed a tiny fleck of red. Okay, and I'll I guess I need to take off the red after. It's totally weird. Okay. There we go. Now I can go back on here. I thought I got the green off, but I must not have. There. Okay. Must have just gotten the corner. That's okay, easy fix. Okay, hide that one while I work on the green. Give me my green. Okay. Give me. I'll kind of try to hit my line, but if it's a little over, not a big deal. I'll just fix it on the red side. Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay. There we go. Now we can do the red. And we'll have to actually be careful on this side, unfortunately for me. Okay. No, a tiny little blob of red on the green. The worst thing that could ever happen in all of human history. Okay. And we just have the tiniest bit left on this line. Thank goodness. It's easier to just erase the tiny bit that crosses over. That's what I'm realizing. Okay. Should not use a brush that big so close to our tiny line. I feel like I need to like put WD-40 on this chair. It's not like it's squeaky, it's just I move in it so much that it almost sounds crispy. Okay. Yeah. We flew too close to the sun. And by the sun, I mean the symmetry line. Okay. There we go. Now, see, now I don't actually know how much I like it, but it's something. We'll keep it for now. It's very easy to toggle on and off. It might be that it's like a little too high. I mean, actually, the asymmetry of just having one, I think, almost looks a little better. I think the red might be too much. And the green just looks a little better on its own. Okay, well, it's our flats done at least. So, I think we'll, you know, I didn't change the goals today, did I? I absolutely did not. Okay, well, whatever, beside the point. I think we can start shading. So I usually like to start with the skin, which should be easy enough. We'll start with making a gradient for our mid-tone. Just need to get down to the airbrush. I think soft airbrush is probably still okay. And then we'll do the fingertips. I want to get the shoulder there too. And maybe like around the edge of the elbow. And maybe like a little here. That might be too much. Kind of rounds it out a bit. But definitely like under the hand, I think. And want to get the legs. Okay. Now we can blend. Now it's just not such a flat color. And we'll go up above with a drawing assisted clipping mask. And we'll take our darkest color and we'll go back to the Azzy brushes. I'm starting to recognize where this is when I scroll up. I did forget to color the little apples down, so that's not a big problem. But I am going to erase these extra little lines here that don't need to be colored. And I think I'm actually going to add on to the gradient really quick here. The sides of her body should be a little darker. There it is. I lost the airbrush for a sec there. Just like right in there. And I'll blend those out. Oops. I put a smaller blender maybe. That's better. Okay, now we'll do the other thing. Darkest shade. Back to the Azzy brushes. And back onto here. So, I'm just going to put some little darkness. I'll bring this down a bit more maybe. It's kind of sloppy, it's probably okay because we're just going to blend it anyway. I'm going to bring a little around the edge of the eye. I'm still going to do like the pink, but I want to, I know I'm going to have to use a different pink on here. I have one that's like a little more red toned that works better for darker skin, I think. It's not that I never have ever drawn a character with darker skin. I have. But I definitely need, you know, like work in the area. So practice makes perfect, and you can't get anywhere if you don't practice, so gotta make sure I practice. I want to do like that sort of lip shape. Okay. Maybe a little over here. And that should be good. I don't know, I like how this is coming along. reshape that line just a little. Okay. Something like that, maybe. Maybe not quite there, huh? Okay. And then do some little scribbles there, maybe. I don't know if I can get them to look okay. There should be some like shadow from the lace and stuff, but it's just hard for me to get that to look right. Okay, inner ear should be darker than the outer ear. I'll just erase it. I'll fix it by erasing it instead of trying to redo it a bunch. That seems smarter. That's not inner ear, but it should be a little darker due to there's hair shadow here. I want that to be cast larger, bigger, more shadow, not that much shadow. Okay, and then I think a little maybe on the tips of the fingers. I know that like hands with melanin are usually lighter on the underside. I just don't know that this character is dark enough to where that comes into consideration. Probably a little bit, but I don't know, maybe we can probably fudge it, right? This is also kind of a weird sentence because all skin has melanin. It's just like a large amount of melanin, I guess, is what I'm talking about. It actually doesn't need to go up that far, it just needs to go like here and then down from back here. Okay, something like that, something like that. I can meet that over there maybe. Okay, so that looks wrong and I don't like it. I know I said I might have to fix that, and I'm really hoping I can avoid fixing it. But I don't want to. Okay. I hate how sometimes the brush will make like this wavy line. That's my least favorite. Okay. And now for this. Maybe. I think this angle is good. Okay. I like it so far. I think there are a couple little places we can put a little bit more shading. It needs to go on the underside. Okay, and then I think I'll also do like a sliver under here to show that this is a little away from the face. Maybe I'll just, oops, too thick. Pull it forward a bit if I can. Okay, I think that's pretty okay. Now we can blend, but I am going to duplicate it just in case something goes awry. Okay, we'll start with a kind of like smaller blender on the face. Okay, maybe not as small as I initially thought. Just gonna go in there with an eraser because I hit at a bad angle for that. Okay. And then I'll make this pretty small, go back in there, get around the nose, get around the mouth. Mess that up a little. Shoot, I can't quite do that there, can I? Okay, I just want to push this color like back, but still keep it kind of like chunky. And I'm kind of struggling. Okay. That's good enough. And then I'll just blend these out a tiny bit. under here. And oops. Right under here. That kind of goes back into the other hair, it's okay. Okay, I'm liking how that's looking. I feel like we could make a couple of adjustments and it would be better, so we'll probably go back and do that. I think I might change the inside of the ear. I feel like that line could be further back and it would help. I don't want to mess with it right now. Okay. There we go. Ah, the computer. I just hear it like in the background and then it becomes background noise and then all of a sudden it's like loud little jet engine. You can give your like PC a name or whatever, and I think I should name mine Boeing 747. Okay. I want a little more space in there, so I'm gonna resize my blender. There we go, that helps. Okay. We've almost got everything on the upper body all polished up and blended out, which is a good start. I almost wonder if I'm blending this section out a little too much. I think I might be. Okay, let me try a slightly smaller blender. Check this and see how it's looking. I feel like maybe I just need, you know, some like variation in there. It's a thanks, I hate it moment. I want to blend a little more. Blend your brush. I can't tell if it's better or worse or what. I'm leaving it alone now. I'm leaving it alone because I am making it worse. Once again, I am the problem. Like I realize it, I acknowledge it, I know. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I just want to finish blending out the little area on the leg here, and then I'm gonna call it on the skin. Because there's still, like, you know, shine and stuff that gets added after, which will help with it. And you're right, like when you do the rest of it, it pulls it together. Okay, let me, yeah. Hair, I think, is a good next step. I think you have a good plan. I'm gonna pull off our green, and I think we can at least lay down the gradient. We were using the gold palette in here. I forgot where my airbrush was. That feels like entirely too much. We'll get in there and we'll see. Yeah, okay, that was a little too much airbrush. I went kind of wild. We'll put a little around here. And then some on the ends of the hair, and I'll darken up the top. Maybe a tiny bit there. No. Okay. push it back. Push it back. Okay. Maybe up a little more. Okay. I figured it out. I figured out the gradient. Okay, now we do another clipping mask, and we can go back to our Azzy brushes. Try something like that, and if it doesn't work, we can change it. Okay. And I'll do this little guy here too. Pull this around. Okay. I think I'll maybe make this a little chunkier with the shading. Now we need to kind of hit up here a little. I don't want to go so far. Should really make sure these actually like connect with things in a normal, good way. Oh, we're on an eraser. It was like there's no color. Okay. Then we'll put some right under here. I'm gonna hit the edges of the eyes, probably about to here, and then maybe to here. Yeah. Something like that. We can navigate it more later. see. Now we have to shade these big buns that I made. I don't know, I kind of like these like funky hairstyles. They're just fun to draw, but I feel like they won't be as fun to color. Something is shouting at me that it's gonna be rough because all of the lines. I might want to just fill this all in, but for now I think what I'll do is just kind of fill in around stuff. Give myself an opportunity to have some like color variation in there. Versus it's all just one solid chunk. Okay. I guess I could do that line like that. And then I don't know, they're coming along, they're coming out okay, so it's all right. Might put a couple of lines in there, give it a bit more dimension. Okay. Oh, okay. Bye, Janky. Have a good night. Hopefully I caught that in time. Tonight's stream is very mellow. So hopefully you guys are enjoying, just vibing out. Okay. I'm hoping that navigating these ponytails won't be too hard. I think I'm going to use like a hair stroke brush to kind of bring it together in the end. Okay, let's fill that little bit there in. I think that helps. Okay. There we go. And we'll do this one in a similar fashion. And this one. And these little guys back here. Oh, there's Jojo. He went to the groomers today, and he hates the groomers. Like, he does okay, but he just gets super stressed out. So he came home and he's been like sleeping. Okay. It's hopefully pretty muffled, so hopefully you can't hear it too much, but he's barking. Okay. I think we'll try to blend this. I'll duplicate it. I'm actually just gonna real quick before I do anything. I'm just adding a little bit to the under eye area so that it kind of matches a bit more. Now I'll really duplicate it. Okay. There we go. Maybe. That's a little big. I do like the gold this is blending into, so I'm happy with the color choice for now. I feel like usually I'm happy with the color until I'm not, and then I change it with curves. Just take 15 years to blend. I need to get over on this side. go. That's better. Maybe. I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of blend up like that, and that helps a bit. I actually have begun to think the blend tool is overpowered and shouldn't be allowed to be this helpful, but you know what? I probably shouldn't complain. It's not really complaining, it's just, you know, who made this? I'd like to thank you. Up my brush size a little for this section, and then I'll take it right back down for the rest of this. Oh, okay. I was like, is this not on drawing? Is this what it is? It's just I missed a spot. Okay. And I think we'll up the blender size a little for over here too. Just want to make these lines nice and smooth. Okay. Yeah, I think putting the hair strokes brush in here, like the hair 15 we used on the last drawing, will look good and be helpful. It didn't underline under that green leaf up there. You can do that later. Here we go. Sure about those little pieces I made. They're fine, I'll leave them. Okay. Okay. We're getting closer now. We'll just have to do the longer parts of the hair, which will probably take a little while, but we have time. I don't know that I've ever drawn or colored hair with this kind of color palette before. It looks very nice and I really like it. And just add a little more darkness here. That's kind of what I feel like doing. For some reason I feel like this track is like very good rainy day music. Makes me think of like sitting with a book and reading while it's raining out. Feels very cozy. This just seems so super plain. But I want to add just a tiny little like blended bit there. Just give myself a little dimension to work with. And maybe a little color back here. That'll help. Yeah, okay. And I suppose kind of like under her thumb. That's under her thumb, it's her pinky. Should maybe be a little more colored. No, it's kind of fun to get outside my comfort zone, even if it's just minimally. I definitely have an artistic comfort zone here that I like to kind of stay in. I don't even know that it's necessarily that I like to stay in it, it's just where I always end up. I wonder if other people are similar, if they force themselves out more, or just draw more things, or you know, whatever, but I think at least everyone has like a character that they really like to draw. Your little comfort character that you like to draw. See, that section of hair looks super good, and it's not as good up here, so I think I'll add in just a little of this so that I can kind of blend it out like we did down there. Isn't that the thing? You'll be in a section and you'll find a technique that looks cool, and so you can just transfer that everywhere. And then I can probably bring that up into here. The thing about this is that it kind of hurts my hand a little, but I will deal with the pain for the pretty. And we'll add up here. Okay. I'll put this in a couple more places up here. I think we'll put it here. Should be maybe a tiny bit here. And then in here. And then I think I will add more darkness into here, just using my little blend tool. God, I love the blend tool. Friendship ended with airbrush. Blend tool is my new best friend. Not really, I still love you, airbrush, please. There are so many different shading techniques. And I like this one, right now at least. Okay. And we can start working this into here as well, because it'll look good in my personal opinion. I think I want to extend this down. Glad I figured out how to do this, because this is kind of more along the lines of what I was thinking than what we had. Put a little chunk in there. Okay. Okay, and a little bit there. Okay. Now we'll keep going. Scribble, scribble. Maybe I'll just scribble all of that up there. Okay. Just have a couple more little sections to do. Put a little up here. And a little down here. A little bit here. Don't want to hit the eraser, that would be bad. Up there. Okay. Okay, this is very shiny and I like it. Okay, now we can go back to blending down here. Might be able to kind of blend this more normally. We'll kind of see. Or I might need a smaller blender for it. It's also not so bad because I kind of do want it to be darker down here. My bacon hair that I made. I like it. Kind of sloppy on the shading down there. That's all good. Okay, I just need to go into the eyes. We'll connect there and kind of keep a little edge there. That might need a little adjusting. I don't want it as far back as I had it, maybe. I don't know, we can mess with that another time. I'm I'm starting to get like really tired. So I think what we'll do is we'll call it a day here. I'm gonna just put you guys onto the socials screen really quick. Thank you guys, those of you who watched or chatted today. I will be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. CST, and in the meantime, you can find me here, or you can find more on the Just a Peach archive channel over on YouTube. All of the past streams are there, even ones that aren't available as VODs currently over on Twitch here. And as usual, you know, I'm here like every day, so you can always come see me on another day if you feel so inclined. But that's it for now. Bye.